Campfacer. You suck. Campfacer sucks.
Good, I got this going.
City boy with that television on, home synthetic lights.
loaded up.
Pretty good, Drayton. Pretty good meat. I like good barbecue. Oh, hey, campers. It's Campfacer Sawyer here. I'm gonna chop you motherfuckers up. Just kidding. It's not Campfacer Sawyer. He's upstairs with Grandpa. What's going on, campers? Yeah, Grandpa's upstairs drinking the tall boys. You guys, right now, I can't be drinking the tall boys. I got a bottle of water because I got to pick the wife up later at work. You know, it's not good to be drinking and driving. I gave those days are gone. Knock on wood, I never had anything bad happen. How's everybody doing here in the stream today? Rather, I know it's afternoon. I'm a little shaken up. I apologize. My Patriots just lost. They blew it over a fumble. They should have had a touchdown, and they fumbled the ball. I'm so pissed off right now. Whatever, it is what it is. So how is everybody doing tonight? Let's see. We got Bodie Channel in the house. We got Deadly, a camp moderator and a supporter of the channel. What's going on, Deadly and Bodie? Slick Ninja in the house, another supporter of the channel. Gaming Trucker, supporter of the channel. You guys are all here. This is awesome. Sydney, how you doing, Sydney? Captain Sawyer in the house. What's up, Captain? Joshua Baker, the Mississippian. I can never get it right. The Texas Chainsaw what is it? How do I say it? I always get it wrong. I apologize. Let's see. Richard, what's up? Whoop, whoop. We got, a bunch of people here. If I missed anybody's names, I apologize. And also, go Ravens. That's your team. Who's ready for Texas Chainsaw Massacre? You guys, I got the hoodie on. I support the game already. I already ordered a t-shirt. A hoodie. I'm going to get the poster eventually. I'm going to pre-order the game. Obviously, I'm going to pre-order. I hope they release some cool, like, steelbook and collector edition. Are you guys going to get it, the collector edition? Or are you going to wait? What's your deal? I mean, with Friday the 13th, the game, you guys, I dove into that game before it was even talked about. It was called Summer Camp, and I remember I was probably one of the first 10 to 20 people on Facebook that even knew about Gun Media making a Summer Camp game. And I was in the small group of people, and from there on, I was on board, and I was all over the news, everything. But this was even before I became a YouTuber, and I was I donated to the Kickstarter. I got the Kickstarter backer for that game, everything. So this time around with Texas Chainsaw, I can't speak because I bit my tongue. I told you guys this yesterday. It's still healing. I don't know how I did it. I bit my tongue in my sleep, so I keep wisping, like spitting. I'll probably spit at you guys a little bit tonight. So yeah, you know what? It's getting a little hot. I'm gonna have to take this hoodie off. It's just too much for me right now. It was a little chilly, and then let's see. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the game. We're going to go over some of the recent footage that IGN showed off. We're going to show off some screenshots. We're going to talk about the game, what we got so far, any ideas. Maybe in the chat we can discuss like what you guys think, what's going to happen, and so on. We're going to have a little fun with this. I don't know, man, my tongue fucking sucks right now. Life-size chainsaw would be sweet, like a prop chainsaw for the collector edition. That would be a little too much, I think. I don't think Gunn would be able to pull that one off. M-Jar in the house. What's up, M-Jar? Even better, Michael Myers, yeah. Yeah, I got this t-shirt from, I think, Fright Rags. Oh, I bit my tongue and it hurts so bad. I don't know if I'm going to be able to talk. I'm going to have to end the stream. I told these guys in my fucking Discord that, like, I must have, like, attacked my own tongue. Like, I bit down on my tongue, like, a bunch of times in my sleep. Either that or our house is possessed, because I heard an old lady talking to my left side. I woke up screaming, and I like, my wife was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Didn't you hear that? There was somebody talking to me." Fright Rags is awesome. Oh my god, I can't talk. This stream is gonna suck. Shut up and eat your barbecue. I'm not even talking to you. Can't you chew your food like a... You're like an animal over there. God. Sitting there making fun of me. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into this, you guys. Let me see. Alright, we're gonna head over to my folder. And we're gonna dive into... Let's start off with, like, the trailer. Let's go with the latest footage from IGN. How about that?
Oh my god!
Adapting the classic 1974 horror movie Texas Chainsaw Massacre into an asymmetrical multiplayer game.
There we go. All right. Let's rewind it a little bit here. Let's get by the all right, wait. All right. First, I want to tell you guys what's up, Richard. Okay, so you guys know, or at least I think most of you know, that we went to Texas a few months ago, me, my daughter, and my wife, and we went to visit my good friend Josh, because he lives in outside of Austin, but we planned a trip in Austin, Texas to go to the gas station, the house, and then we were going to go to the cemetery, but we ran out of time, but before that we went to Quick Hill Road, where the house was located, where the movie took place, and it was beyond amazing. We landed there at like 11 a.m. We spent the night, and when we left the next day, and it was amazing. We saw the gas station, the house, Quick Hill Road. It was like unbelievable, because we just got done watching the movie over and over, and when the hype of the game coming out, and I felt like I was visiting a real life, like something that really happened. You know what I mean? Like when we went there, we weren't just like, oh, here's a movie set. We were like there experiencing it as if it really happened, and like looking at it like as if like pretty soon I'm going to be playing this game, walking into these places. So I was examining everything. I did a video. They're on my YouTube channel in the playlist below if you haven't seen them. And the house was, it felt like everything was to the T. Pretty much everything was original in the house. We went and we went upstairs, we walked around, we explored, but then we ate in the bone room right here. So this screenshot right here, I went over this before, but some people don't know, but we actually see all the feathers in the table right here. See this like couch? Well, this doorway right here leads to the stairs, and right on the right-hand side of the doorway is the front door. Well, right behind the couch here on the right, there's a window, and our table was right here where the couch was. So we sat there and we ate. My wife had like, I think breakfast. I can't talk. Fuck. Me and Josh had a burger and fries, and it was amazing. It was awesome to be able to say I got to eat in the bone room at the Texas house. So now, yeah, you guys, this game is 3v4. It's a 3v4 game, 3 killers versus 4 victims. And to my knowledge, it has never been done before. Gun was the first one to implement that into this multiplayer asymmetrical horror game. So 3 Slaughter family members against 4 victims. I don't know where you're getting 3v7, maybe a different game. Killer Clowns from Outer Space really they announced that, and that's going to be, I think, it's going to be 3v 20 or 4v20 or something like that. But including the NPC players. So I believe it's actually 3v7, right? Or 4v7. What is Killer Clowns, you guys? TCM, The Next Generation is the best movie. A lot of people will say no, they hate it. It's the worst one, but I find it to be a lot of fun. It's definitely different, but it's not my best. Oh my god. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep talking to you guys. Holy shit. If that's the case, I'm going to be mad that this is my last stream for a while. I can't even talk. That's why I couldn't do it last night. I gave up. I should pin it in the chat that I can't talk right, so people that just show up don't say, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Yeah, Killer Clowns is 3v7, that's right. Hold on, I need a sip of water. Alright, so, hold on. Let me do something here, and I'm going to play some music over the stream. Hopefully. Right there, hold on. Do we hear that? All right. Okay, so we got, if I can, I can't do anything tonight. All right, why can't I drag that? Okay, so we got, here's our victims we have so far in the game, you guys. We got Julie, Sunny, Anna, Leland, and Connie, which their models look fantastic so far. I'm loving it. I'm loving the 70s because this takes place in 1974, leading up to the movie. So this game is going to take place before the movie actually takes place. So they're out on the hunt, and they're looking for their friend Maria Flores, which is right here. So the story says that they're looking for their friend Maria, and Maria's been missing for some time. So Maria was out taking photos of the the fields of flowers in Texas. It was that season that she was going to be doing that. She went missing. Now her friends went looking for her, and that's where the story is gonna start up like that. But I guess in this game. In this game, it's going to have where you start off all the victims already caught in the house, tied up. I apologize, you guys, I can't talk right. This is ridiculous. It makes me so angry that I had to bite my tongue like that. Let's see.
Oh my god!
Okay, so as I was saying, it looks as if I'm gonna fast forward it there. Oh my god, I'm so unorganized. This stream is gonna be a mess. Yeah. Also, for those of you who don't know, we're moving, so that's why I can't stream that much longer. This is going to be my last stream for a while because we have a lot going on in our life, and we don't even know where we're going at this point in time, so we have to be out by Saturday, I think. So we have a lot going on. We might, worst case scenario, we're going to be moving to where my wife works. There's a house on the same property, but it's haunted. The hotel is haunted as well. There's a graveyard behind it. We can live there for, I think, 3 months or maybe more, but we're not sure. But it's going to be crazy how we're going to only be there for like a short amount of time. So that's why this stream is my final one for a while, because I don't know where I'm going to hook up my equipment again. And I hope I don't miss any huge updates while we're in the process of moving and all that. But so far, I'm liking what we got. And again, we see Sonny walking through the bone room, what they call it up here, the chicken room. I guess we're going to call it the chicken room to make it easier for fans to realize there's a chicken in the room. So the chicken's name is Nugget, and it looks like we can silence him by doing a skill check of some sort. But if you don't, you see the ping. Now, to my understanding, the cook, he can hear if you make noise. Like when he walks by there and he walks through the bones right here. See, he could have done another skill check right there to cut the bones down, but because he didn't, the cook right there. Now the cook can see through the wall, the ping over here on the wall, and you'll notice, you guys, that the victims also light up red. Now, I'm guessing that won't last for the cook. I'm guessing that it'll start to fade away after a little bit of time, because I can't see them letting that stay lit up the whole time, because then there won't be any way to crouch and hide if you see them lit up red like that, like a sense type thing, like Jason did in Friday the 13th. The Quiet Kid, what's up? I'm in Chicago, but anyways, what's up, guys? How you doing? Your birthday's on Saturday? Well, hey, I'll pop in the Discord and stuff. So, what is a chainsaw rev? Okay, when I get to that, hold on a second. So, I feel like the cook, to my understanding, which is Drayton, he is the one that has the best ability to sense people making noise and track them down, but he's not that powerful he's not that strong. Maybe he can like hit you, but not like Leatherface, like he's a big strong brute, or I'm not sure if he's stronger than the hitchhiker, but his ability mainly is focused on tracking down the victims in the traps and stuff. So moving along there. So you don't want to be just running through the bones in traps, or you want to be quiet as possible in this game. You want to stalk, you want to crouch down and run from one little hiding spot to the next and make a plan. You don't want to just run around, because if you do that, you're going to get spotted right away. And I don't know if they can hear. You guys think that they can hear the bones being set off if you don't cut them down, or they just see a skill check? Because I kind of hope you hear it too as well. In a way, I kind of wish that the family members, the Slaughters, I kind of wish they heard the traps being set off and not see it. But then again, I don't know how unbalanced that would be. So maybe that's why you have to get a chance to see the skill check. I mean the trap go off. Okay, so you'll notice how it looks like Julie is crouching here on this middle center wall, and this takes place in the basement. Now this says right here that it's a basement storage. Now I know I've seen Leatherface's lair, and that's also in the basement, but that must be a different part of the basement. Now you guys, there is when this game starts up, to my understanding, I don't know how accurate this is, but a lot of people are saying and because it looks like the game starts off you're in the basement as a victim, and you're already injured. That sounds pretty like believable, because if they started upstairs, why wouldn't they just be able to run outside the house? So it's going to be harder to go up the stairs, get through the doors, get upstairs, and then unlock the doors and get out of the house. But maybe that's not the case. Maybe some people are upstairs and they have to find something to bring downstairs to get there, to either find another key or something to unlock a certain door, and maybe they also have to help their friend that's in the basement get out of the basement. So maybe that's not so true. Maybe somebody's tied up upstairs and you have to untie them to work as a team. I don't know. Again, a lot of people are saying it started off right directly in the basement. That could be possible, but we don't 100% know yet. That's all we're seeing is a basement. And my question too is everybody injured right off the bat, like limping, or let's see. Hold on. See, there's Leatherface right there, and then there's Connie climbing up the ladder. Now, again, I talked about this before. See where it says drop? My guess is you can climb up the ladder and you can climb down the ladder. But if you're going up the ladder and there's a Slaughter family member standing right here, instead of climbing down slow, you could press X and drop and get away quicker. So I think they put that little option of a drop option there in case you need to get the hell out of Dodge quicker. Captain Sawyer says, making different sounds with a chainsaw. MJR says, do you think this game is going to be more scary than Friday? Yeah, I believe so. Just the music alone was made by the Apprehension engine by Wes Keltner, and that is eerie sounding. So the tone of this game, the fact that you have to sneak around, it's going to be jump scares. I think, like, when you walk around a corner, you're going to see a family member standing there, and you're going to be like, oh crap, did he just see me? And maybe he did, maybe he didn't, and you have to take that chance. So there's going to be a lot of sneaking around and frightening moments, and organic jump scares, organic terrifying moments in this game. It's not going to be, because, Friday the 13th, you're running around, oh, there's Jason, and you knock him down, you jump through a window. It's a fun game, but it lost its like feeling of a horror movie. You know what I mean? Yeah, well, Friday wasn't like scary, but there are moments where he goes into stalk, and even till this day, I'll be walking through the woods and thinking Jason's on the other side of the map, and all of a sudden I'll get grabbed with that jump scare, like, didn't, and I'm like, oh fuck, I didn't know you were there. Holy shit. But yeah, Apprehension engine is awesome. So, the animations alone, the way Connie climbed up that ladder too, look really great. And you guys, don't forget, this is pre-alpha, I believe, because the game's not coming out until sometime in 2023. So what you see so far is pretty damn good looking for a alpha game. I know it's not beta. Now, hold on, what was that? Look, let me rewind. Whoop. Alright. Look at this table right here. There's a leg, and it looks like other body parts on this table. Look at this, you guys. Like I said, when I'm one of the family members, I'm going to play with my meat. I'm going to go over to the table and hopefully... You guys, I want to know. I wonder if we're allowed to kill a player and then go down to the ground with them, and whatever weapon we have, if Leatherface could start chopping that body up, if that's an option, holy crap balls. Can you imagine doing that and then bringing a body part to Grandpa? Because that's part of the game too. If you didn't know that, you get to level Grandpa up. He's sitting in his corner chair, but when you level him up, you feed him more blood. You're going to fill up the blood vials, he gets leveled up, and the grandpa becomes like an alarm to the family members. He can, if he sees somebody, he'll shout out like a grunt noise or something and alert where other people are located. So you don't want the Slaughter family to keep bringing blood to Grandpa. But the more they do that, they're wasting more time going to Grandpa to leave you room to escape. So I wonder how leveled Grandpa has to get to like be a full-on alarm. And I wonder if Grandpa can actually move around the map. Look at that, all blood there. This is terrifying, like disgusting and awesome so far. See right here it says in this like box, find unlock tool. So to get that, to open that up, you have to find a tool to unlock it. I don't even know what the unlock tool is. Now, okay, let's talk about this part right here. It looks as if Leland is going up to save, who is that? Let me see. Oh, he's going up to save Sonny from the hitchhiker. Now, I wanted to talk about that for a second, too. Okay, so Leland is running up, and you notice when he gets close, oh, it gives you two options, and I went too fast. He chose one or the other. Let me see. RB to rescue, or RT to sneak attack. And it looks as if he does a sneak attack with a knife or a weapon in his hand. So he goes back. Yeah, see right here, it's like a pointed object. I think it's a knife or a screwdriver or something. And he stabs him in the back shoulder. And Sonny is able to break free for a moment. Now, I believe, you know, you guys, you cannot kill the Slaughter family in this game. You can only injure them or knock them down. And it gave them a little time to run away. And it looks like they all jogged about the same speed as for balance. Yeah, they're both injured. And now they have a little bit of room to escape from the hitchhiker. Now, I wonder if being a Slaughter family member, if you never lose life, I wonder if you just get hit and injured and then you come back to the same state that you were last in beforehand. Slice, what do you think? Deadly, I don't know, man. Jody, hey man, I think the cook will be able to prod and berate his younger brothers to direct them towards the teens. Yeah, that, you know, I was in somebody else's stream. My buddy Laughing, he did a stream on this game too a few nights ago, and somebody in his chat brought up, what if what if the family members could interact with each other and like hype them up to go find somebody? Like, what if somebody got away and you're the cook and you went over to the hitchhiker and you could say something to the hitchhiker to be like, but then again, why would they do that if they're two real life players? Like, unless like there's like a button you press to do like an emote to be like, tell your brother to go get them, you know, and then it gives them like more energy, like a boost to go like faster. That would be pretty interesting. That is an interesting point. Now, you guys also see where Sonny is running right about there. See the house? This is to the side of the house. I think the front is right around the corner here, right? My daughter was walking. See this fence? Right about here in these weeds. She was walking over here, and I was ahead of her when we went to this location, and she had stepped on what is called a mesquite thorn, like a big pricker, like a thorn, and she didn't see it because they're everywhere. It was all grassy, and it went through her sneaker and into her foot, like almost a quarter inch into her foot. She fell over and she was screaming, and me and my buddy Josh turned around and we went jogging back to her because my wife was with her, and we tried. We had to. She was on her ass, sitting on her ass, and we had to take her shoe off. And then we were trying to pull it out, and we got it out, but it wasn't too bad. But this place is pretty dangerous, or it was. And I told my daughter, I'm like, look at it this way. Now you can say that you got injured on the Sawyer family property. How cool is that, if you think about it? Like, if she was there in this situation in real life in the movie, and she stepped on that thorn, Leatherface would have grabbed her ass and brought her in and put her on a hook. She would have been barbecued. And she loved the movie. She said that this movie was a masterpiece. She thought it was unbelievably great. I thought it was kind of cool, us going there to Quick Hill Road. It was a lot of fun. There are going to be rage quitters in this game. Yeah, and if there are, I wonder what happens. That's another question. Like, if you're like playing and there's 4 players and 3 of them quit and you're the last one and nothing has been repaired, how do you, is there any way of escaping? Or did Gunn make it so something happens where if 3 players are gone, it makes another quicker option for you to get out? Like, you know, in Dead by Daylight, if everyone else has escaped and there's 1 player left, usually the hatch appears somewhere hidden on the map and you just have to find the hatch and get out, right? I hope there's some means of getting out easier if people either die or just quit the game. Am I right? Now, the victims can squeeze through tight places where all the other family members can't, except for the hitchhiker. The hitchhiker was explained, it makes sense because he's so skinny. He's like a slick ninja. Now, yeah, see how you have to go through there, but it slows you down when you do that. I wonder if you have to press a button. So you're jogging along, but to go through that, you have to slow down so Leatherface could still come down on top of you because you have to slow down to go through those tight places there. Look at the flies in the sunlight onto your right-hand side there. Okay, so he hears something in the basement? Notice how it's yellow, though, you guys. Remember the other one in the beginning was red? Because Sonny hit the bones, and he saw red. But this shows yellow, so I wonder if this is just like he hears a noise and he knows something, like a ping, kind of like a ping, not necessarily saying, hey, this is the trap that they set off, but this is the area that some noise is being heard from. It also said RB to cancel, so oh, no, I know what that is. Okay, so he's using a kind of like a sonar, you guys. Because see how it says RB to cancel? He's stopping and using an ability to home in to see if he can detect any kind of noise. And I bet if you could turn that circle, and if something is being made like noise, it'll all of a sudden turn that circle red. And then you'll be like, oh, there it is. Because otherwise, like, he has to cancel it. Like, instead of wasting time using it. I think I'm onto something here. I don't know if anyone's talked about that, but I believe that's what that is. So, what do you guys think about that? Do you think that this is an ability that he can use to, like, home in and just kind of, like, search around to see if there is something making noise somewhere? So, let's take a look at that again.
Grams of protein.
Because he stops right here and he's using it, and now he's listening up. But then, all right, so okay, so it was a solid circle, and then it started getting fuzzy. So that's saying that there is some kind of noise right on the left. Supreme Slay says, I think it's in front of someone. It just marks them, but that's just me. Supreme, I messaged you on Discord. Mark, when a survivor, I get a weapon and hit Leatherface 6 times. I will teabag him 3 times, then I go outside. I don't know how it's gonna work. I don't know how many times you can hit a Slaughter family member before they go down. That's another thing. What kind of weapons can we get our hands on in this game? I kind of hope that... I mean, I know the game's not about hitting and attacking the killers, but I hope you can find multiple options for weapons, like a broomstick or a wrench or like a hammer or a shovel or something to like use against the... And that's another thing too, you guys. I think it's going to be a one and done situation. I think you hit them once with a weapon and either it drops or it breaks, and then you have a chance to run away. Because Gunn doesn't want to turn this game into a Friday beat fest. It's not about that. It's about being terrified to try to get out and survive and get... Because you don't want to be going after the killers. You want to get away from the killers. Now, also, see how the door is lit up yellow? I don't know if that's like a HUD thing you could turn on and off, because it's obviously showing players like, hey, this is unlocked now. This is the way you go to escape. But to me, I don't want it to be that easy. I kind of wish it was like, oh, we got to find the exit. I think this is it, you know? I don't want it to be a big, bright yellow. And if that's the case, it'd be cool if we could turn that option on and off, so we don't have to always see like a big, bright escape exit. And that looks like the exit to a tunnel.
Grams of protein.
There's Quick Hill Road, and that's right where we were. We were standing on the actual road, you guys, and it was amazing. I have a piece of that road in my... I boxed it up already, but... when you turn on Cotton Candy... Oh, you guys are talking the wrong game here. So... That's another thing. When you get to the road, I hope it's not just like, all right, you got out. I hope it's more like you have to wait for a damn truck to come by, jump in the truck, and then get out. But once you get to the road, maybe it triggers a NPC truck. But you have to either run up left or run down right to wait for it to interact with you to jump in. And Leatherface still has that chance to chop you up, but you have to wait and maybe troll him around a little bit, because that would be really cool. That would be a cool little thing to do. But maybe you can't go too far down the road because they don't want Leatherface to be running away from all the other people too far. We'll have to wait and see on that one, you guys. I don't know how that's gonna really work. Luigi, what's up? And just again, you guys, I bit my tongue. It's really hard to talk, so excuse me slurring my words or wisping. It's really hard and difficult to do. Let's talk about the revving. Okay, here we go. Now, Leatherface can rev his chainsaw and he can stop his chainsaw. You can stop the reasoning behind stopping the chainsaw is so that he can legit walk up on people and sneak attack them or stalk them. You know, that chainsaw going is going to give location of him away to the victims, but at the same time, excuse me, to me, I want to scare the shit out of people. I want them to hear that. Imagine hearing that saw getting closer and closer to you. How scary that would be. Now, I wanted to show you guys something that was leaked, but it's nothing that's going to hurt Gunn or the game, but I'm only showing you a part. It's very interesting. It has something to do with what I'm talking about, the sound that's coming out of the game. This was on Twitter, and I don't know if... I'm only going to show you guys part because I don't want to like spoil the game or anything, but it's by TXCM News and Leaks Info. Now, I paused it. I think this segment right here I'm going to show you guys. I really want you guys to turn up the volume on your headphones. However you're listening to this stream right now, turn it up, and I'm going to show you something very interesting about this game. I talked about this before a while back when Gunn was doing the sounds for this game, which Wes Keltner uses the Poland 245 chainsaw from the movie. It's pretty screen accurate. He brought it out in a field, and he had professional mics, everything set up in the fields, and he was using the saw for real life. And the saw we hear in the game is a saw. It's real life. And so in the game, I was wondering, like, you know, in the movie when Pam is being put on the hook in the kitchen, you know, when Leatherface starts up that chainsaw on the kitchen table, or you know, when he does that, it has like that real loud echoey kitchen sound. But then later in the film, when he's running through the field after Sally, it sounds like it's dry but loud outside, like from behind her. But in the kitchen with Pam, it's got that loud echo, like, ah. Here's a scene here in this game. It was leaked with no music. It's just the sound. But when I think it's Sonny, he goes into like a room and he's being chased by the chainsaw. But when he goes in the room and shuts the door, the sound from the chainsaw sounds like it's definitely muffled out. And it's done so well, you guys. So well that I love it. That's what this game is more like to me. The sounds are going to be unbelievable. So here we go. I'm going to play this sound right now. Let me mute or pause this other thing I'm playing in the background here. Okay. Let me rewind it a little bit. Okay, ready? All right, let's see. Let me try that again. Right there. As soon as he shuts that door behind him, it gets very muffled out. And to me, that is like awesome. That it's not like the same sound loud. It's not the same tone, like up high. Right there. That is, I'm not going to show anymore because I don't want to, you know, it was a leaked piece of information, gameplay rather. I don't want to, you know, I just wanted to show you guys how awesome the sounds are so far. I think that's awesome. I can't wait. I cannot wait for this game to come out. Did you guys in the chat see like what I was talking about there? The Poland 245, yeah. It sounds crisp, man. Very like, oh, I love it. Okay, so when he revs his chainsaw too much, it can stall out on him. Now, I know Josh Baker in the chat here knows more about that than I do because he has a few Poland chainsaws, and he I don't know, like he does a lot of like stuff with like, you know, he's tree cutting and stuff like that, landscape work, or he's making a game too. But like, if you rev a chainsaw too much, I believe it can stall out when you let go of revving it. But if you rev it, like if you don't rev it enough when you attack, it won't do a lot of damage on the victims. But if you rev it just right, that sweet spot, you can get an insta-kill in the game. So I wonder where that sweet spot for the insta-kill actually is. And down here on the right-hand side, where is that sweet spot when you're revving the saw? Does it have to go all the way to the top and you have to hit it just right? Or is it halfway? Just a question I don't really know yet. Yeah, Wes did do a really excellent job so far with the sound. Can Leatherface bust through walls? So far I know just doors, and I think he has to cut the door. He has to start chopping the door a little bit to get through it. I'll play as Drayton the cook. You can't hide from me. It's your own fault. Like right here. Okay, so obviously you can open and shut doors, and you can lock them, but I think to lock them you have to find a padlock. Or maybe, no, maybe it's, I think the cook, it showed a clip where he was putting a padlock on the door, and I think Connie has a way to break the locks open right away, like one shot. That's her ability, I think, or is it Anna? Right here, see, he's cutting it. And again, you guys, I know this is, no one's mentioned this, but the way he's cutting it, it starts off cool, but the animation's a little off. Like the line he's cutting through starts off good, but then the saw moves over, and it does. They have to touch this up, and I'm sure they will. Now, if you notice, watch, I'll rewind that again. Hold on. Watch the cutting. It's a little off on the animation. Alright, well, you know what? Maybe it wasn't. Alright, you know, I was mistaken. He cut, pulled back, moved over like 3 inches, and cut again. That's what it was. I always thought, like, when he was cutting, it, like, all of a sudden, the line of cut was moved over. Alright, so that's what that was. My bad. So it looks like you can climb under barbed wire traps, like, but again, that's gonna slow you down. Oh, right there. That's where the animation was off. It is off. They have to fix that. So he's coming down, and then he starts cutting here, but then it goes back to here, and now there's no cut mark on the door. So I hope they finish up that little and touch that up. And I also hope that you can cut just more than one, like you can cut anywhere on the door, or is it like a, what do they call that? Like a cinematic. So everyone would be the same cinematic. You can see the amount of rev you need. But if you wind to when he gets an insta-kill. Camp, I don't know if you saw, but Matt confirmed that the family house will be set in the morning time and the gas station will be nighttime. When did he confirm that? Because I kind of hope that each map has morning and night. I really do, because it would be terrifying to play the family house at night as well. Could you imagine that, you guys? Could you imagine going, like, from darker rooms at night, because there's lamps on, it's not going to be totally dark, but then if you get outside, you have to, like, go around the dark shadows, or depending on the moon or whatever, the moonlight, and, like, you're not going to be able to see the family chasing your ass. You have to hide in a bush or something. That'd be terrifying, man. There's going to be realistic chainsaw animations. I want to see if I missed any comments.
Grams of protein.
Bodhi's going to play as a hitchhiker. I think it'll be very interesting to play as all the family members, man. I know Leatherface is going to be slow but strong and fun, but like I know the hitchhiker is going to, the way he runs, kind of like he's like, ooh, he looks silly, but like he's holding his straight razor like this, and to be able to slash at people, man, oh my god, I think he'd be fun as hell to play as. I think he'll be fun. I just hope they have a lot of cool voice lines, even though you can talk to, like, you're the player, you could talk with a mic. I hope you get to hear certain voice lines that are fun, you know? Well, usually a chainsaw can stall out if, say, a carb is set to lean or rich. If it's not getting enough fuel or air to the carburetor. Yeah, okay, so they're going to play that whole, like, well, maybe there's something wrong with the carburetor because you're revving it too much and there's not enough, yeah, that's awesome. Enough fuel getting to the carburetor. Johnny, you can take pictures when you're done. It's real fun. I wonder what the whole pictures thing is going to be with a hitchhiker. Like, that's a question, too. We're going to have to wait and see on that. Tony V, the GameStop video says that the survivors can decommission Grandpa. Okay, that's something I didn't know. Thanks for that little piece of info. What do you do to do that? You have to go up to Grandpa and just start poking him? You know what I mean? That makes sense, because if he gets leveled up and he starts notifying the family members where all the victims are by like shouting out or something, there's got to be a way to turn him back off a little bit. Maybe they could like start stuffing food in his mouth to like shut him up or something. I don't know. That's gonna be creepy, going up messing with Grandpa, because you know he's gonna be going like this, like looking up at you and being like, ooh. You know what I mean? Oh man, he may grab onto you. I know he's an NPC, but yeah. So I hope they clean up that animation. But there you go. When he cuts the door to a certain degree, then he can shoulder check through the door. Destroying that door. Doesn't say. You guys make sure to like the video too, for it's going to be my last live stream for a long time. Please get it up to a lot of views, a lot of likes. I'm going to leave it up on the channel. Let's look at this real quick. Watch that animation again. Yeah, see, all right. See it right there, it was a little choppy. All right. Now, can Leatherface go through that right there? He starts cutting it. Oh, yeah, he's going to cut through that part, and then he can crouch under it. It seems that way. I think after he cuts that, then he can go underneath the barbed wire, whereas she can go through both. Now, here, she's got to do another skill check to get through that little... Yeah, look. All right, you guys. So you have to do a skill check just to go through these little spots. So... it's stalling you out. It's not like you can just friggin'... Oh, because she's opening up the metal. I see, okay. It's not like you can just go up and just go through it real quick. You have to do a skill check to get through that point. Rev chainsaw, stop chainsaw. Okay, look... I think after you break something with the saw, like, he stops for a second too. Watch. Alright. And then it might do like, you know how on Dead by Daylight when the killer hits somebody, but then he's going to stop and wipe the blood off? I think when he chops through a door or an object, he can't just run right away. I think he stops for a split second, then he goes. Maybe I'm wrong. That ass, yeah. Wes Keltner nailed it on the butt. For sure. So far, these maps looked very well lived in, and when I say that, I mean, there's like shit everywhere, and I love that. You know, Friday the 13th, the cabins were very like not so well lived in. They were just like a lot of wood and a couple of beds or a table or something. They're cluttered. I just hope you can interact with everything. Like, look on the left here. See the lamp and the boxes? In a way, I kind of wish you could knock some of those over, even if it means nothing. I hope you can kind of interact with certain things more so this game than Friday. I hope you can hide in more environmental like situation, like under a table or behind a chair, like or next to a lamp, or shut the lamp off. You know, there's got to be a lot of hiding spots, not like just a closet that's so obvious. Now you see here, you need, or the box. This is the fuse box. She must be upstairs, and it requires an unlock tool to open up the panel just to do the mini game. And I'll get into the mini game here in a second. Leatherface can run through the traps too, but when he does that, what is this all about? Is that gonna throw off the like Drayton? Is Drayton now gonna be like, oh shit, somebody's went through a trap? And then be like, oh, it was Leatherface. You know what I mean? Here's an insta-kill. Beautiful. He's going up. He jammed it into her gut, and he's going up with the saw. I hope it shows her guts spill out on the floor. That'll be amazing. Yeah, rev that chainsaw, baby. That's the thing too, you guys. We've only seen like I think 2 kills in the trailer so far. Kane Hodder was at one of the latest panels, and he accidentally said that this game is going to have 100 times more kills than Friday the 13th had. So that makes me wonder, what are we going to see for kills? Is it going to be just weapon kills, or are we going to see a lot of cool environmental kills? Like, can Leatherface grab somebody and like shove their face onto like some kind of like object, or what are we going to see for kills in this game? Because this should be damn brutal. And I know in the original movie from 1974, we didn't see a lot of blood. That's what made the movie so terrifying. It was the feeling, the vibe, the tone of the movie. It wasn't just about the blood or anything. I mean, we saw some blood, but not a lot. But this being a video game, it needs that. It needs to see, like, because it'll make for fun moments or funny times. You're like, holy shit, I just got brutally murdered. And that's what I was going to say before, too, you guys. When you kill a victim and they fall on the floor, I hope you can legit go up to the body and start cutting, like, flesh off the face or cut the arm off and play with your meat. I know that doesn't sound good, but play with your meat. Like, you're talking cannibals here. You're talking Leatherface. You're talking Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We're not talking, like, Michael Myers or Jason here. We're talking these guys. They're breaking into their home. If you think about it, they were on their property looking for their friend. They shouldn't have been there in the first place. Shouldn't have been on their property. They have no business playing and messing around no old house. If I was them, I'd chop them up too. You damn right I'm gonna play with my meat. I got free meat, man. We gotta eat. Gotta survive. Huh? Damn teens. All right, so there's another question to see the. I know this is morning time, apparently, according to what Matt was saying on this map, but I was kind of hoping that we could get like sun going down in, like, it starts off light out, and then as the match progresses, it gets dark, or it starts off dark and it progresses to become morning time and the sun's coming up. That to me would be really cool. A variety of environmental situations with like the lighting. That would be really cool, where the sun's moving and shadows you see on a tree are actually moving to a different location. Not like a baked on the screen one style map. Look how beautiful that is so far. Woo-wee! Yeah, my daughter was right around here. We walked right through this field. She stepped on a mesquite thorn right around there, you guys. So we have like a little shed over here to play with. A barn tool shed with a cantilever. The water tower over here. I wonder if we can climb up like this water. I wonder if there's a little ladder or we can do something with that. And then we have the windmill over here. And behind there, way back in the back, there's a giant like back shed or something like that, or a barn. And over to the left, whoop, sorry, my bad. Also, the barbed wire fence is going to be our like I bet that's going to be some kind of like our boundaries. Like, you know, in Friday the 13th we have like a rock ledge wall that we can't go or climb up, or we have the buoys out in the edge of the, we can't go swimming past the buoys. But then we have the stupid invisible entry exit. But here it seems like, I think we're going to have a lot of barbed wire fence to play our role as we can't go that way, you know. Otherwise the game would be too open world and it wouldn't work. So I think barbed wire will be a little bit. I kind of hope like you hit it and you get injured a little bit, like not much, just a little bit. Like, oh, better not mess with that. Pricked by the little barbed wire. Okay, so yeah, we got the shed, the barn, and then oh, hold on. Over here we got the it looks like a propane tank. I know there's going to be a point where the family members have to start the generator to power a way to block the entrance, the exit to the driveway. And obviously it's going to feed power to other sources in the house. And that's also in the movie. To the right-hand side, Kirk and Pam walk right by the generator in the movie, in the beginning of the movie. So I wonder if victims can go in, like, yeah, they can go and shut that generator off to be able to escape through the driveway. And what does that mean? Is there going to be like a barbed wire fence that automatically shuts or something to turn that on and off to get through the fence? I don't know. Gotta love the blood and the kills. They did a great job on that. The animations. I know Kane Hodder did all the mocap for Leatherface, and there's been a bunch of other people that have done mocap as well. What's up, Pups Mechanic? Got an ad right as I was joining. Okay, so we're back in the basement storage. Somebody could be hiding right in this cooler here, and I think he walks right. Or no, he looks in it. Yeah, he walks. I think he looks. Or no, he walks right by. I just hope that there's not like a skill check where if you make noise, you start breathing like in a hiding spot, because this game is going to need you to be able to hide, because there's not many places to really escape. You're in a tight area with 3 killers walking around. I think a single player mode would work for the game from the looks of it. Camp Pups, the mechanic, is one of the people helping me with the Surviving the Dead. Nice, nice. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I can't wait to see Surviving the Dead. Josh Baker here is taking part in a independent, like a small game being made. Like he has a story that's being made after him. It's like a apocalypse. Can't wait to see more of that. Also, again, I told you guys this before. Look at the feathers moving around when you walk. That's awesome. That's what I mean, like interacting with objects on the map. I hope there's more that we can interact with or knock over and make accidental noise by hitting into like a table with pans, and the pans fall and make a bunch of noise. That would be really cool. I know people could use that to troll the killers, make noise and then run, and then the killers think they're over there, but then now they're on the other side. That room right there to the right of the stairs, we never went in there when we went to the house. We just went upstairs, we went in the bone room, saw the kitchen where the hooks were, where Pam was hooked in the kitchen, but we weren't allowed to go in the kitchen, but we looked through the door, and then we went to like this new bar, back bar area way back here. It was so cool, you guys. I'll never forget it. The stairs, the upstairs where Grandpa was sitting, they had a fake Grandpa there. It was so cool. You know, this little wall was a prop in the movie. In real life, it just goes further down. That's not like really there where he slammed the door. But man, I can't wait to play this game, you guys, and walk through this section right here and just see. Oh my God, this game is gonna be so freaking awesome! I can't wait. I love this game so far. Gunn, if you're watching this, thank you so much so far. The work that they put into this game is just phenomenal. They went and they spent time in Texas taking photos of locations. I know Matt said he got injured when he went to Quick Hill Road to take photos, and him and Ronnie went there, and he stepped on a mesquite thorn too, and Matt had to rip it out of his foot. And then the funny part was, as my daughter got stepped on the property and stepped on a thorn too. How weird is that, you guys? That place means business. Don't be messing around with the Sawyer property, even though they're not there anymore. This wall right here in real life was missing. It was just wide open, like that wasn't there anymore. On the floor, you could see where there was a wall, where the hardwood floor was like missing like a spot. And obviously the wallpaper was different, but yeah, and there was a handrail right here too in the real life. Look at how he runs. I love that. It's gonna be hilarious playing as the hitchhiker, you guys. The voice lines, the way he runs and slices people. Oh my god, I think this is gonna be my favorite character to play as. I'm gonna play I think Hitchhiker is gonna be my main man.
Nice hat.
There's a video that says chainsaw won't start. That you know, you guys. Originally, I thought like if you use a chainsaw, it would be cooler if you could there was like a meter, and if you use the chainsaw too much or revved it too high, it would burn up gas, and you'd run out of gas, and then it goes to default sledgehammer. So now you have to like the chainsaw like disappears, and now you have the mallet in your hand. But if you want to get the chainsaw going again, you have to go as Leatherface, run outside, go to the back barn, go over, find the chainsaw, fill it up with the gas, and then you have the chainsaw again. But by doing that, you're screwing yourself because you're burning time to do that while the victims are doing stuff in the house. That would be cool, because then it would make it so I don't want to rev it too much because I'm gonna burn the gas out. That'd be like the more realistic thing and cool thing to do. And then go to the default weapon, which would be the mallet, you know? That would be really cool. I don't know if they could do that. So, yeah, this must be like a cinematic animation that when you go through, yeah, right there, and then back to normal. So it's about the same amount of time like in Friday the 13th when you're opening a door and shutting a door and then back to like moving again. Grandpa still needs feeding. Oof. Alright, so wait, when he goes up behind him, what did that say? What did that say? Unlock. Oh, he's trying to unlock the gate. Okay. Here's the thing too. I'm wondering about this, you guys. When you're attacking, you know how when Leland went up behind the hitchhiker with that knife, previous to rescue Sonny. I mean. I wonder if the attacks are just gonna be like a quick little like not skill check, but like you just press one button and then it takes over. To me, that I don't know if I'm really liking that too much. I mean, if they have that in there as an option would be cool, but I think it'd be cooler if you could control the way you slice at somebody or hit them. Because what if you go up and you miss? To me, that'd be a little. It seems like you're just running up behind them, and as long as you hit that X button, it takes over the animation. It's still cool, but I think I like it a little better if you could like organically do what you want to swing or hit, or depending on how or where you hit the victim. I mean the family member, then you can knock him down. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
You messed up. You messed up now. Bro, no, you didn't.
That's so brutal.
Yeah, I.
And is that like an insta kill across the neck? That must be. That must be a kill. Yeah, I can't see him living after that. He's gonna bleed out. I wonder if you get in that situation, you can pull away before he slices your neck. I wonder if there's a way to break free from that slashing. So you get slashed a few times, but then now you're running away with more blood, but like you're injured more, but like instead of like hit, like is that an insta kill or is there a way to get out of that? Now this is the part here where if you're a family member, especially being the hitchhiker, I think one of his skills is setting traps with bones. I wonder if, as a victim, we're going to be able to pinpoint these traps on the map before stepping out. And I'm like, Friday the 13th, a pile of leaves in the middle of the road, obviously that's a trap. But if you place a pile of leaves in the woods, in some bushes, there's some leaves around there, it's going to be harder for a victim to see that, and you'll step in that trap. Is that going to be the same thing in this game? Like, if you put that trap that he's laying down right now in the dirt driveway, you're going to see a pile of bones there? Or do you want to go put them into the bushes a little more and blend them in? How hard is it going to be able to see these traps? So, like, right there, it kind of looks blended in, but if I'm a victim, I'm going to notice that trap. See how it takes a little while for him to lay this trap too. Okay, wait. When he finally finished it, it turned like a gray. Did you guys notice that? Let's check that out. Watch how it turns color when he finishes it. It's like yellow now, and then it turns like a. Right there, it looks gray. Okay, so
For real though.
it does kind of blend in more, like part of the environment. Like, it's like, you might think that it's just like some bone or something sticking there, but
Bet.
now when you step in it, it also takes time to get out. Let's see.
Easton, I'll give you $75.
There's Grandpa over there in the corner. It looks like the hitchhiker, I think, is giving him some vials of blood or something. Yeah, he's dumping blood into his mouth right now to level him up to... Yeah, look. So Grandpa... Oh, wow. He's putting his face up like this. Oh my God, you guys. Imagine, like, when you're playing as... Like, if you were over there as the hitchhiker, you're going to see up close Grandpa looking up at you. You're going to be putting
you 20.
blood in, or
Down
meat
it.
into his mouth.
No, I'll pay you 75.
Look at that. Oh my God. And look, I think Grandpa just did his thing where now it shows, because he just fed Grandpa, you guys. He just fed him.
I did.
And I think it might have leveled him up. Now Grandpa grunted, showing all the locations of every person. Look at that. So now the Drayton and Leatherface see everybody. It'll probably fade away, but that's what happens with Grandpa. Damn. Yeah, he found him.
give me my
He's
money.
struggling. That's the thing too. Drayton could grab a victim, and you could go up as Leatherface and start chopping him up, man. This is gonna be crazy. Some of these matches might end really quick. Some of these matches might only last like 5 minutes, man. This is gonna be crazy. Holy crap. But he's going after the other one. They're trying to kill two birds with one stone instead of going after that one player. Oh my God, this is gonna be insane.
I thought
I know I'm just kind of going through the same footage over and over.
Oh, okay.
Let me see if here's the apprehension engine that this isn't the one that Wes is using, but it's a different model. But this, everything we hear in the game is based off this tool, this instrument here. It's like a acoustic box that makes all sorts of noises, and Wes was playing with like tons of different things to give us those like stings in the game, you know? I can't wait. If you guys are interested, on Wes Keltner's Twitch page, he's got recorded streams of him just playing with this thing. Here's another picture of the bone room. Again, you're being quiet. You're crouched. And you're not moving much. He's not going to be able to sense you anywhere. So it all depends on how you play the game. How stealthy are you going to be to escape, you know, this game, you guys. Again, this is right where our table was in real life, where we ate our hamburgers. Again, I'll never forget that moment. That was one of the best times of my life. This is the Slaughter Factory. The Slaughterhouse Factory. This is going to be an entire different map. I don't know if, like, here's a question. This got brought up in Slash and Cast stream. How is Grandpa going to work in different location maps? Like, are they going to just make Grandpa be in the Slaughter Factory somewhere? Is he going to be there? Or is it going to be, like, not part of the game mechanic? Like, there's not going to be a Grandpa taken to give you help to show where victims are if he levels up. But if so, where is he going to be in? Like, does that make sense? I always like this little box of hands here, the fingers coming out. It looks like we can go underneath the floor here, like this grate here. You can move off and go under it, maybe, and crawl. If so, that's crazy. Mark says, I'm gonna play as killer and destroy everything with my chainsaw. I can't wait, man. I hope we can damage things in the house. Like, I hope, like, again, if there's a table full of, like, plates and dishes, if you take the chainsaw to that, it's gonna be kind of weird if nothing happens to it. My guess, though, is it'll, like, hit it and it'll show, like, wood pieces, but it won't damage it. Like, you know, on Friday, like, if you go up and hit a table, it'll, like, hit it and show a little slice and some wood, but it won't do, like, it won't chop it in half or anything like that. This, I don't know if this is part of the house map or the gas station or not. I don't know where this is located, but again, you can climb in doors, like in the trailer that we saw. You can climb through a door, get chased through a car, open up one door, go through, get out the other side, or maybe like get in there and shut both doors and stay there crouched down. Maybe hide there for a while. And here's a question too: if you hide somewhere for too long, is it gonna do what Dead by Daylight does, where birds start, like, you know, not in this game birds, but, you know, if you hide somewhere for too long, is there gonna be an easier way for the killers to see where you are to kind of make it fair, balanced? This game here, I could see being $60 on launch, and then like a year later, $40, because you guys, there's so much DLC that's going to come to this game. There's a lot of stuff they could add, a lot. There's a lot of movies. There's even the Netflix. There's a lot, man. There's a lot of different story characters. There's a lot of different situations. There's a lot of different saws. Look at part 2 when, you know, like you got like Chop Top, you got the amusement park, like the underground tunnels, you got the radio station, you got even like maybe that scene where they're driving towards like the bridge and the car flips off the bridge when he gets his head chopped in half. There's so much to work with, like different, like the hero saw. There's so many different situations in this game. Even the Next Generation. I mean, you got part 5 Roy in Friday the 13th. The Next Generation, you got that whole Matthew McConaughey. Like, oh my god, like this game could be big, man. A lot of new maps. They could even throw in like original maps. It doesn't even have to be like 100% from the films. There's a lot that they could do with this game. Now, when we went here, this was actually like the inside now is a store where they sell collectibles. They have almost any kind of NECA figure you can imagine, or horror movie collectible, or t-shirt, or movie props from the movie. They had Grandpa's suit jacket in there. I think it was like $900 or something like that. Then they had like the kitchen where we ordered food, and I got barbecue, and I got a sausage grinder. And then in the back they have a like table set up in the back and all that stuff. And you could actually rent cottages out in the back there too as well. So yeah, this is going to be taking place at night, I believe. That's what Matt was saying. That makes sense because it wasn't in the day in the movie, but the house was. The house was in the day, and it was at night. Because when Sally ran back to the house, and you know, when she was running away from Leatherface, she went into the house and discovered Grandpa. That was at night. So it would be cool if we could get a night and daytime map at the house, but the gas station, I would leave it at night only. Does that make sense? My throat hurts now too, and my tongue. This is gonna be a nightmare. I want to thank you guys so far for sticking around. Again, if you have not liked the stream, do it. What are you doing? Click that like button for sure. Here's a faraway scene of the look at the flowers and the driveway. Oh my god, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait to spill blood all over my property. I love it. I love it. I love it. Golden hour, baby. Golden hour. That's what we call it. When the sun's going down or the sun's rising, we got golden hour. Look at that ass. Ooh, they nailed it this time, boys. They nailed it this time. Look at that. I'm going to zoom in on that. Look at that. Oh, my God, Connie. You're killing me. Uh-oh. My God, I forgot my kid was behind me. He goes, I'm going to tell Mom. I'm talking about a video game, buddy.
I know.
She's not going to care. Imagine I got a divorce over a video game. Look at that. Details. We also got a sneak peek of the pretty lady face in the game, too. I don't know where I put that photo, though. Captain Sawyer. Just wait for the bikini skin. Yeah, I wonder if they're going to have like some kind of clothing packs in this game. I hope they do have different things like that, but I hope it doesn't get like crazy like Friday did. I mean, Friday the 13th, you know, a bunch of camp counselors. It's the 80s camping and they're partying, so I could see like the swimsuit outfits and the Halloween. That kind of worked, but in a game like this from the 70s, in the situation that they're in, I can't see them running around with Halloween costumes on. It wouldn't make any sense. It would ruin people would be like, what is this, you know? But I hope that they get different outfits from the 70s that you could change up, like striped shirts or something cool like that, you know? That would be really cool if we could change, maybe even different hairstyles where we can customize our characters. That would be really cool. But we can only do it for a certain level and you have to pay for it. Something like that would be cool. Or bloody skin, like Leatherface bloody skin. Your Savini Leatherface. Alright, look at this. Hold on. Look at this next photo right here. Look at this, you guys. This screenshot here tells a lot. Look at the bodies in the body bags hanging upside down. Like, what in the F? This guy's cut in half. His intestines are hanging. And there's a pile of blood and guts. Just, he didn't have a very nice day. He didn't make it through. He had a really rough day, it looks like. And it looks as if Julie, excuse me, is tied up, just sitting there like, oh crap, somebody help me. That's another thing too. I wonder if there's a break free skill that we could do, or you're gonna have somebody come cut you down. Pretty much, I think you're gonna have somebody come cut you down to get out of that situation. Yeah, well, it's kind of ghetto, a little ghetto in my book. Ghetto booty. Here's the house map. We've seen this before, but I called it. This dotted line, some people disagreed with me. They're like, that's not a barbed wire fence. It is. This is definitely got to be because look at the driveway. It's right next to the driveway. This is our boundary that I was telling you guys about, where like you know, they're not gonna let us just roam free off the map, and it would, you know. So this is our playing field, you guys. This is our battlefield right here. But it looks like some of the bush here is like part of the inside, so we get to hide in here. But obviously the barbed wire fence is going through the tree or the bush, so we can't play in this whole area, just part of it. So I think the hooking in this is gonna be so you can collect blood from a bucket underneath them that keeps generating over time, and you can give it to them. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that they're dead. If they're on a hook, I don't think they're dead. I just think that, like, they're injured because Pam was on the hook and she didn't die. I mean, maybe the longer you're on the hook and the more and more time you're on it and you're bleeding out, then you could die. But just because you get put on the hook, because the hook's going through your skin, it's like it's not going through your whole body. You're being held on by your skin. You're gonna drip into a bucket. That could be a possibility. I know a few people were mentioning that, like Laughing in the stream was talking about that. And when I was watching, I was like, I agreed, but I disagreed. Maybe it's, you know, it's not an insta-kill to be put on a hook. And it's not going to be like Dead by Daylight either. It's not going to be like a hook off, hook off. You know, I think it's going to be like maybe you're just injured, but the longer you're on that hook, you just die. There's Nugget the chicken. Look at this, though. He's in a different location, you guys. In the trailer, we saw him on the coffee table in the bone room. But in here, this looks to be like a dresser in a bedroom. So Nugget could be, like, spawn different locations. Like, a map might spawn in, and things might be located in different areas. Like, the tool to unlock certain, like, doors might be located in a dresser drawer in a different room every time you play the game. And if that's the case, I hope it's more than like 3 locations. I hope they have 20 different locations so players can never memorize where things are. That's what makes it more fun, not knowing where things are. Once you start memorizing the maps, it's like, oh, I know right where to go. It makes it not fun. It makes it more fun if you don't know where the hell things are located. And there's another thing is I hope they don't like make it so you find a thing like to like an object and drop it on the map, and then I hope it doesn't show other players where things are located, because that takes away from it as well. AJ has a fat ass. Yeah. Captain Sawyer says, tell Tiffany from F13 to move. We have some new fine asses in charge now, Connie and Julie. You know, F13, Jenny Myers had a nice one, and so did AJ. But AJ is a little bigger than Jenny's. But, you know who I really like? A lot of people might disagree with me on this one, but, Deborah. When Deborah's wearing Jason's mom's sweater, and she's wearing her bikini, ooh. Oh god. Julie's booty is like AJ's. It'd just be right. So yeah, Nugget might be located in different locations, so as different even objectives. I hope like the fuse box is located in different rooms or different areas of the house and not always in the same location. They need. I shouldn't say anything because I don't even know. Maybe they're on this. Maybe they're on it. You know, making the gameplay always fun. Never a dull moment. Chainsaw. Or you can do chainsaw. There we go. If you become a member of the channel, you can use those emotes. Right, boys? Alright, so moving on. hiding, around objects like this is really cool. Again, you guys, this is going to be kind of like Dead by Daylight in a way where you could legit be hiding and somebody could walk right next to you and you think that they might see you, but if you stay there and don't move, they might not never see you and walk off, and that's organic moments that, to me, make for a great experience. I'll be right back. Hold on. Well, it's just about that time for dinner. Some barbecue. I'm going to go get me some barbecue hamburgers, you guys. They were also in the same location the killers could camp. Yeah, exactly. Like, we don't want them to know where the things are located because they'll be camping them, But, guns on this. They got to be out. They're not stupid. They know all about this kind of stuff. They've learned from the past what to do, what not to do, what to expect from really good players, what players are going to do, opposed to what, like, they think they're not going to, players are, like, kids are smart nowadays. They know. They know for sure. Here's another thing I wanted to show you guys really quick, too. Let me pause before I leave the stream, because I'm going to be ending the stream really soon. Let me go to the original teaser trailer. We probably haven't seen this in a while. Hold on. Is that radio going to be in the game too? Like, are we going to be able to turn that radio on and off to distract and make noise? To distract Drayton from hearing, like, kind of like the radio on Friday? All right, when it shows, I believe it's Leland getting pulled through the door, and he goes, like, he screams, and you could hear an echo. Don't forget about that. Like, what is that in the game? Like, can we fall down and, like, Leatherface or somebody can pull us into the lair where he hooks him or whatever? Like, look at this. Ready? Right here. Watch. Oh, man. What about that? How is that being played in the multiplayer to pull a victim that fast? And if that's the case, does he scream? Don't forget about this stuff. You guys, this game is going to be bizarre. Leading out into the bucket. There we go. That's what these guys were talking about to feed Grandpa. I'm loving it. All right. I have some notes here before I leave. I went over family members. Oh, when the match starts, family members are going to be, like, upstairs. I think maybe Leatherface downstairs. Family members going to have to start doing stuff right off the bat when the game starts. I think they can't just all go running downstairs to the cellar and try to kill everybody, because they're going to have to start, like, locking doors, and they're going to have to set traps outside where, like, players might be hiding, like, when they get out there. They're going to have to go out and start that generator up to lock the main gate. It might take a little while to do those little tasks for the family members, to give the players in the basement enough time to start making their way up or trying to make their way up. So think about that. I brought that up too. I don't think this game, if you're a family member, it's not about just going after the players and killing them. You're going to have to do objectives as a killer. So that's going to burn time out of your... Oh, we have a member of the channel. Wolf Lab Studios for the membership. Thank you. Much appreciated, Wolf Lab Studios. Tall Boy Slasher member. Hell yeah. The more we level up Grandpa, somebody mentioned that we can knock him back down. I don't know how that plays out. That's a pretty interesting thing to talk about. I already went over chainsaw running out of gas would be a great idea. Fixing the door chopping. I know it's early stages of the game, but me saying that, maybe Gunn will catch on and be like, yeah, we need to really work on that. I hope they fix the hitchhiker's face a little bit and Drayton's face, because they look cool, but honestly, you could tell they need a little work on the face, the models. Give them a little more like 5 o'clock shadow, sweat, and maybe grease or dirtiness on his face. Maybe he looks a little too skinny. Maybe bring out his cheeks a little bit. Mini games. When you're doing mini games to repair like the fuse or whatever, you know how it zooms in and you're focused on putting those mini games. It doesn't show, like, you can't see behind you. Don't forget, while you're doing that, you could get attacked. You don't know what's going on behind you. You could get attacked in the game from behind doing those mini games. I already went over weapons. I wish that players could get all different kind of weapons. Just to do a one and done shot, it breaks and then you run free. Oh, if there's one survivor, I think I already went over this. If everybody leaves, what happens with one survivor and then nothing's repaired? Is it pretty much over and you're just dead? Or should there be an easier way to escape for the one survivor to make the game fun? Again, I went over this note, play with your meat. I think that should be an option in the game to, like, if you kill somebody, you should still be able to go down to the body, maybe grab the body, pull the body over your shoulder, bring the body wherever you want, cut it up, cut the face off, cut the arm. I know it sounds a little gross and bizarre, but this is a Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This ain't no fucking Friday the 13th, you know? Environmental kills. What kind of environmental kills should there be in this game? There should be a lot. Me going over these notes, though, this is a lot to put into a video game, and I know I'm no developer, but man, I could see this taking a long time. But it's just fun to talk about. And anyways, I want to say I think that's pretty much it. That sums up my talk, my chat about the game. It's been a few hours here. This is going on 3 hours and 15 minutes. I want to thank you guys. If I missed anybody's comment, I apologize. I have to go eat before my dinner gets cold. Hold on. All right, boys, that's it for this stream. Again, thank you so much for watching. You guys are awesome. Don't forget to like the video. Share the video. I'm going to keep it up on my channel. This is my last stream, I believe, for a long time. I might, if I have a chance tomorrow, maybe I will play. But, yeah. We're going to be moving. Again, we're moving. We don't know where we're moving. We might be moving into an old house next to a hotel. It might be haunted. But we're figuring that stuff out this week. We have to be out of here by Saturday. We have a lot going on. And once I break all this stuff down, my computer, all this stuff, it's going to take a long time to set this back up. Anybody that has a gaming PC, a setup, knows what I'm talking about. I have 1,000 wires and cords. And I don't even know if the new place is going to have good enough internet to be able to handle what I need it for, you know? So by the time I set it all back up, I don't know. This is why I'm giving you guys a heads up. But I will always be on my phone, on the Discord. The Discord link is down in the description below. Can somebody post a Discord link in the chat, please? Make sure to join the Discord. It's free to join. It's fun. It's not just about me. It's about us hanging out, talking about fun stuff, video games, horror movies, collectibles, and more. It's a way to get in touch with me is through the Discord. If you always want to find out how to talk to me, go to the Discord, and we're always there hanging out. So, yeah, that's it. I have to go again. I keep my meat, my barbecue's getting cold. He's eating all my goddamn. Better not be eating my barbecue, Bubba. Stop eating like a damn pig. How many times do I gotta tell you? Damn pig. That being said, be excellent to each other, campers. And stay out of the woods. And stay out of Texas.